Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilma. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Danville Muslim Community Center Quran Halaqa. And we are going to study a very important part in Surah Al-Baqarah today, that is the verses preceding the creation of Adam, and the verses by themselves, that is how Adam alayhi salam was created, and what happened between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the angels and the rest of the creatures that were present in Jannah at that time. So we're going to start now. Um, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Um, we are going to start with verse number 26. Last time we did verse number 25. That is where the lesson ended. So today we start with verse number 26. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Let me just move the page. Yes. Inna Allah. Now you need to follow my cursor because I don't have the board now, but I think that many people found this method of teaching more useful. So I'm going to be pointing to the words like this. If you can see the mouse. Inna, indeed, surely. Allah, Allah, la, does not. Allah and la is no. Yastahyi. This word comes from haya. Haya literally means modesty, shyness, bashfulness. So yastahyi means feeling shy. The verse is saying, "In Allah, indeed, surely Allah, la yastahyi." Allah does not shy away. Ain an, that is yadrib, that he tells you, or that he explains for you. Ain yadrib masala, that he gives you, like I told you before, tamsil is a parable, that the Quran is telling you something by using an example or a parable or a play or a simile. So yadrib masalan, masala means the example. Masalan, sorry, let me just move. Yeah. Ma, that is ba'udatan. Ba'uda is a mosquito. Ba'uda comes from ba'ad, which means very tiny, something, just anything. It's something that is so small that may not even have a name. That doesn't mean anything. Ma ba'udatan. So indeed, Allah does not shy away. That is, He gives you the parable of, or He tells you the story of a mosquito. Fama fawqaha, and even above that, fawqa is above. Now the background of the verse is that people in Medina, because the surah was revealed in Medina, so there were Jewish tribes and there were the hypocrites who used to laugh at what was revealed of the Quran already, because there was Surah Al-Ankabut, which is the name means spider. Then Surah Namal, the name means an ant. Surah An-Nahl, the name means honeybee. So they used to say, what kind of a Quran is this where Allah is using the names and the examples of insects? What kind of a message is Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam bringing? And they used to laugh at this message, and it was very distressful for the Prophet and for the believers. Now Allah is saying, indeed, Allah does not shy away, that He uses the parable of a mosquito, or even above that, even something that is smaller than a mosquito. And this verse has been interpreted in many ways. And people have even mentioned that the wing of a mosquito, there is so much detail. I wanted to put those images here, that there are at least eight or nine different kinds of cells in this one wing. So, Allah is the ultimate creator. He has created this tiny insect has so much detail in it that people actually do PhDs on insects. Somebody is doing a PhD on ants, somebody is doing a PhD on mosquitoes, on honeybees. Entomology is a major subject. So, excuse me. So Allah does not shy that He uses the example of one of His creations, which may be a mosquito, in His book. But then Allah gives a very important message. فَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ, as for the people, amanu, who believe, who have iman, فَيَعْلَمُونَ, therefore they know, أَنَّهُ الْحَقُّ, that this is the truth. When they hear about a mosquito, when they hear about a honeybee, when they hear about an ant, they know that this is the truth, min rabbihim, from their creator, from their Lord. Wa amma allazina kafaru. And then, like I told you right in the beginning, there are three groups: the believers, the non believers, and the hypocrites. So, those people who are rejecting the truth, فَيَقُولُونَ, therefore they will say, مَاذَا أَرَادَ اللَّهُ, what is Allah, what does Allah mean? بِهَذَا masala, from this parable. So they will question the nitty gritty. They will question the tiny, teeny, tiny little things without actually believing that this is the truth. يُذِلُّ bihi كَثِيرًا. Many go astray. He leaves many in confusion. Zilal, many, wayahdi, and he guides. Bihi, that is from this parable, kasira, many. Wama yudillu bihi, and he does not let astray illal fasiqeen, but uh, those are the non-believers. We have an attendee come here. We have a live attendee, mashallah, so I'm going to let her come. That's okay. Because this is recorded, so many people, yeah. So what is Allah planning with this example? And many people say that how can the Quran actually let somebody go astray? That is a big question. Now, what Allah means here is that when Allah gives a parable, many people can go astray because of that. Yudhillu bihi kathira. Many people will be confused, wayahdi, and they will be guided, bihi kasira, through this Quran. So the initial thing, again, like I told you in the beginning, is the intention of the person who is reading the Quran and who is receiving the information. Wama yudillu. And then Allah makes it very clear. Wama, and not. Yudillu, go astray. Bihi, through this book. How can people go astray with the Quran? I mean, Quran is meant as a guidance. So Allah says that nobody goes astray with this Quran illa. But the exception is al-fasiqeen. Fasaqa, this means rebellion. This means somebody who stands up against the orders of Allah, who stands up and fights and he does not believe. And now, who are the fasiqeen? This is again, a very important verse because we need to understand it in order to not be among those people who are not guided by the Quran. Allazina, so these fasiqeen then are the people yanquzuna, naqaza, they break. Ahdallahi, the promise of Allah. Min ba'di, after misaqihi, after it is firmly bound. Misaq is from wathaqa, which means a very heavy and strong bond. See, I even included an illustration here that breaking of or opening of a knot or cutting of a tie, and I will explain what exactly this means. What is the ahdallah? Min ba'di misaqihi wa yaqta'una. and qata'a, they cut. Ma amarallahu, that which Allah has ordered bihi, with it, ayu swala, that it is kept connected. Now this wasala wa swala, this is very important. Number one, allazina yanquzuna ahdallahi, those people who break the promise of Allah. Now, what is our promise to Allah? When we say, when we become Muslims, what do we say? Ashhadu Allah ilaha illallah. That means that I bear witness that there is no God but Allah. Wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan, and I bear witness that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam abduhu wa rasuluhu, that he is the humble servant and the messenger of Allah. So when we say this, can you imagine the responsibility that we have after we make this promise to Allah? Because when we say this, Allah promises Jannah to us. Allah has promised Jannah to the believers. That yes, you are believers, but what is the catch here? How many believers actually act upon what they are promising with Allah? If I promise that there is no God but Allah, that means that I'm not going to follow anyone. I'm not going to obey anyone. I'm not going to be even scared of anyone but Allah. We are so scared even of public opinion. So it's very hard to keep that promise to Allah. That is not easy. Hence, Jannah is not easy. We have made a promise to Allah and we have made it really firm. We have made it firm how? We have made it firm by actually enjoying all the privileges that a Muslim has. We are part of a big community. We address a certain way. We are respected a certain way. We marry a certain way. We do so many things because we are part of that community, because we are blessed to be Muslims. But how many of us actually keep our promise to Allah? That is one. And this is a very hard thing to understand. It's a very hard thing to understand, and especially to apply on oneself and say that, yes, I am keeping my promise to Allah. So Allah makes it a little easier and He comes down to the level of our families. And He says, وَيَقْطَعُونَ, and they cut. Ma amar Allahu, that which Allah has ordered, bihi ayuswala, that which should be connected. That means that it is the ties, the family ties. Those people who break their promise to Allah and they cut the family ties, blood relations, parents, grandparents, paternal aunties and uncles, and maternal aunties and uncles, brothers and sisters, their families. People who break their ties with these relations are among the fasiqun. So we must keep this in mind. Number one, disobeying Allah. Number two, cutting and breaking of family ties. So, and there is a hadith which is narrated in Abu Dawud. Anyone who cuts off relationship from his nearest relative will not enter Jannah. So this is enough to make us really scared that, this is the reality and I'm not allowed to do this. وَيُفْسِدُونَ fil الْأَرْضِ. So people who disobey Allah and who cut family ties are يُفْسِدُونَ fil الْأَرْضِ. They are actually corrupting the land. They're spreading mischief. They're spreading evil in the land. Ulaika, these are the people, humul khasirun, they are among the losers. And what do they lose? They lose Jannah. They lose being blessed by Allah. So this is setting a tone for the human part of the surah now. As far as our promise with Allah is concerned, that is up to us. But what shows to the world that we are indeed believers is that we are part of a family, that we have families and we have mutual respect and we have family ties. And we must avoid spreading corruption in the land so that we are never among the losers. And then Allah gives us a reference. كَيْفَ تَكْفُرُونَ بِاللَّهِ. How do you deny Allah? How do you reject Allah? وَكُنْتُمْ أَمْوَاتًا. And you were dead. فَأَحْيَاكُمْ. Because He brought you to life. He gave you life. Hayat is life. Summa yumitukum. And then he will make you dead again. In this world, you will meet a death. Summa yuhyikum. And then he will bring you back to life again. So this is the cycle of life that we talk about. Summa, and then ilayhi turja'un, you will be returned to him. And that is in Qiyamah. So we all know that life is basically a cycle. You know, we are nothing. We are just atoms and molecules, and then we are a baby, and then we grow, and we are humans, and then we die, and then we will be brought back to life, and then we will meet our creator. This concept is present in almost all the religions of the world, and Islam, of course, is one of the very special religions, the I think the latest edition of the Abrahamic faith, and we all believe that. And then Allah refers to his creation. Huwallazi. Allah is the one. Halaqa. He created lakum, for you, ma fil ardi jami'a. Whatever is in the land, all of it. Allah created everything. Summastawa. Then he turned towards, or he gave attention to, or he rested ila sama'i, in the sky, or he gave his attention to the skies, to the heavens, fasawwahunna, and therefore he made them equal, sab'a samawat, seven skies. Now this concept of seven skies is present in Abrahamic as well as in non-Muslim beliefs. The concept of seven skies is even present before Christ. So this is something that, and I have given a reference here, that universe is often expressed with the term seven heavens, sab'a samawat, and then I gave the reference here. Sab'a samawatin, innahu ala wa huwa bikulli shay'in alim, and he has full knowledge. He has absolute perfect knowledge of all things. So now, if you see that Allah is going towards his creation, because the story of Adam is about to begin. And here is the story of Adam. وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ. And when said your Lord, lil malaikati, to the angels, inni, indeed I am, ja'ilun, I am appointing, fil ardi, in this earth, in earth, khalifa, a successor, a follower. Now, there are two major confusions that we need to remove right here. And these confusions even Muslims have. Number one, that Adam was created in heaven and he was for the heaven. And then he made a mistake and then he did something and Allah threw him down to the earth. This is what we think. Some people even think that our mother Hawa made some, mischief, and she advised Adam to transgress, and that is why women are evil, and Adam and Eve had to leave Jannah because they were mischievous. See, and when your Lord said to the angels, Inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa, I am making a successor for the earth. Adam was created for the earth. Even before he was created, this was the plan, that this creature is going to land in earth. One. Number two, we say that Adam is the vicegerent of Allah. Adam is somebody who is here to do Allah's work. That is absolutely wrong. Khalifa is somebody who follows. Khalifa, like we say, Khulafai Rashideen, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Abu Bakr Siddiq Raziallahu Ta'ala anhu, Umar Raziallahu Ta'ala anhu, these are the Khalifa, they are the followers, they are the successors. So human being or Adam was somebody who was going to follow another creature in this earth. Right at the beginning, Allah makes it very clear that Adam was created for the earth and he was following some other creature in this earth. So there was some other creature before Adam, and we will find out who that creature was. and the creature was probably made to disappear or went away or met a tsunami or met a big storm and disappeared. And now Adam was going to come to the earth and live here. Qalu, the angel said, because this is a plural, qalu, ataj'alu, whether you will appoint fiha, in this earth, ma yufsidu fiha, somebody who will spread corruption in this earth, wa yasfiku dima, and will spill blood in cruelty, will shed blood, wa nahnu, and we are, nusabbihu, we glorify your praises, bihamdika wa nuqaddis, and we proclaim your holiness. Qala, Allah said, Inni a'lamu, indeed I know, ma la ta'lamun, that which you do not know. So the angels here are now really scared. And the important thing is to remember that angels do not have processing power. They do not question what Allah is doing. They are just referring to something that they have seen. These angels had seen a creature in this earth who used to do this. Yes, yufsidu fiha, yasfikud dima. This creature was really evil and he spread corruption and he was shedding blood. And oh my God, oh Allah, you are creating another creature again. So they are not questioning what Allah is doing, they're just referring to the past. And then they say that we are all obedient and we proclaim your holiness and we sing your praises. Why do you need another creature here? In this earth, before humans, most likely jinns were occupying the earth. And this was a creature, I would not say it was a jinn, but it was a creature who could decide, who had the processing power that we have. And that creature was given the knowledge of good and bad, and then was sent to earth. And that creature ended up, because of the treasures that are found in the earth, that creature ended up doing a lot of facade and doing a lot of shedding of blood, the same thing that humans are doing. And Allah said that I have the knowledge, I know that which you do not know. And then Adam was created. The story of that creation is also present in the Quran, but not in this part of Al Baqarah. So, wa'allama, and he taught, he gave the knowledge, Adama, to Adam, al asma, of all the names. The ilmul asma that we discuss, that we say that humans are the only ones who have the ilmul asma. What is the ilmul asma? Asma is the plural of ism, which means the name. Asma means Adam was made capable of naming things. See how if three people are sitting in a room, they will have three different names for things in that room. It's so hot, somebody will say. And then somebody will say, the weather is getting hotter. And then somebody will say, last year it was not so hot at this time of the year. So we have this capability of naming things and situations and deciding according to that. Adam was given that knowledge. Angels do not have that knowledge. Nobody probably had that knowledge before Adam. Kullaha, everything. And it also means, if you extrapolate the tafsir, it also may mean that Adam was given a brain. He was given a mind. And kullaha means all the names in the world. So, all the names in the world are probably not a book. It's probably a system that Adam was given. وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا, and he taught Adam the names of everything. ثُمَّ عَرَضَهُمْ, then he presented Adam عَلَى الْمَلَائِكَةِ, upon the angels. فَقَالَ, pas, and then he said, therefore he said, Allah said, Ambi'uni, tell me, bi asma'i, the names of ha'ula'i, these things. So Allah pointed to some things in the Jannah and asked the angels, give me the names of these things. In kuntum sadiqeen, if you are truthful. Now Allah is subjecting the angels to a test. Number one, subjecting them to a test, and Allah knows what will be the result, but He is now teaching the angels a lesson. And also, Allah wanted to prove the superiority of this new creature upon the angels. Qalu, they said, Subhanaka, praise be to you, glory be to you, La ilma lana, we don't know, illa, except ma allamtana, that which you taught us. So Allah has given some knowledge to the angels and they know that. And their knowledge is to obey Allah. Innaka, indeed you are, anta, only you, al-alim, the all-knowing, al-hakim, the all-wise. So in the story of Adam, this is a stage where Adam is now alive. He has a mind, he has a thinking power, he knows something that the angels don't know, and Allah is presenting him in front of the angels. And then Allah said, Ya Adam, O Adam, Ambi'uhum, tell them, Ambi'uhum. See, Allah did not say, where angels were, say, Ambi'uni, tell me. Allah is telling Adam, Ambi'uhum, tell them. Because Adam knows that Allah already knows. Ambi'uhum, tell them, bi asma'ihim, the names of these things. Falamma, then when Amba'ahum, he told the names of those things, bi asma'ihim, their names. Qala, Allah said, Alam aqul lakum, didn't I tell you? Inni, indeed, I a'lamu, I know غيب السماوات والأرض. غيب, علم غيب. If you remember, يؤمنون بالغيب, the unseen of the skies and the earth, of the heavens and the earth. وأعلم, and I know ما تبدون, that which you show, which you reveal. وما كنتم, and that which تكتمون, that which you hide, that which you conceal. So here, Adam is shown to the angels, is brought in front of the angels, and they are asked the names of certain things that they cannot name because they don't have the knowledge, and Adam can. And Allah is telling them, didn't I tell you that I know the unseen? I know the secrets of the heavens and the earth. And I also know that which you hide and that which you reveal. Now, the angels are unable to hide anything. So there is a pointer here that there was something or there was someone among the angels who had something to hide. And that will come forth in the story. Wa is qulna. And when we said, Lil malaikatis judu, when we said to the angels, make a sajda, bow, prostrate, li Adama, for Adam, fasajadu, plus all of them prostrated. They fell down in prostration. Illa Iblis. So this is what was hiding among the angels. Iblis is the name of Satan. Shaitan is used in the Quran, Iblis is used in the Quran. In Israeli stories, or even in Bible, I think, not in Bible, Israeli stories, Azazel is used. Azazel is the name of Satan. Maybe it was his personal name. We don't know. Quran doesn't have this name. Iblis comes from Balasa, which means the dejected, the disappointed, the hopeless. So that is his name. And everybody felt, and it is amazing to see that in old paintings by even Muslim scholars, this story is narrated. This story is shown. See, all the angels except Iblis, who is red in color, even in this ancient painting, is not bowing to Adam. So Allah told the angels to prostrate to Adam because he had knowledge. Why is a human being superior? Because he or she has knowledge. Knowledge is what makes the difference. Fasajadu illa iblis. Therefore, all of them prostrated except for the hopeless one, Abba. He refused. He rejected. Wastakbara. And he was proud. He was arrogant. Why did he refuse? Because he was arrogant. And we will study in Surah Al-Araf, inshallah, that he said that this is made of dirt. Adam is made of dirt and soil, and I am made of fire. And he forgot that if you put soil or dirt over fire, it will extinguish the fire. So he was just in this, in his own little boastful and arrogant being, he said he rejected the order of Allah. Wakana min al kafirin, and he became among the rejectors, among the disbelievers. Hmm? And I think this is the last ayah today. So after Satan did his little stint, and Allah probably punished him or sent him somewhere. Waqulna, and we said, Ya Adam, O Adam, uskun sakana, be you know you live here. Sakan means to be tranquil, to be at peace, to stay somewhere. So you stay here, anta, you, was zawjuka, and your pair. So this is the first time in the Quran that the pair of Adam is mentioned. This is Eve, this is Hawa. Quran does not mention this name, but we know it from traditions, or the pair or the wife of Prophet Adam was named Eve or Hawa, and Allah is telling them that now you can stay al jannata, in the paradise, in heaven, wakula, and you can eat minha, from this, ragadan, freely. Hey, Sushetuma, from wherever you want. Now, if Jannah, I told you already, means a garden. And a garden is full of trees. Garden is a garden because there are too many plants and trees and shrubs and everything. So Allah is saying that you can live here and you can eat freely and you can be free here. Just, have a good time. Wala taqraba. And do not go near hazihi shajara, this tree. Now, this is the third confusion that inshallah will be removed today about Adam and Eve. Fatakuna, otherwise you will be minazwalimeen, among the wrongdoers. So, if Jannah is a garden which is full of trees, and Allah is saying, do not go near that tree, and we sit and we discuss and we fight, what was that tree? It doesn't mean anything. If it was a certain tree, Allah would have named it here. Do not go near the apple tree. Do not go near the wheat field. Do not go near the pomegranate. Allah said, do not go near that tree. Hazihi shajara, this tree. It's all it means is that Allah gave Adam limits. Eat from everywhere, but that is your limit. You know, you can laugh, you can enjoy, but that is your limit. You can eat, but that is your limit. You can play, but that is your limit. So Allah gave Adam a limit to live by. The same thing that we know is our Sharia, is our way of living. We can have a healthy relationship between a man and a woman as long as we observe the limits. We can eat so many things as long as we observe the limits. We can have fun as long as we observe the limits. To say that he was asked not to eat the apple or not to eat the wheat is a misconception. It comes from Israeli traditions that do not mean anything, that are just made to confuse. So Allah gave Adam his limits. And he said that observe your limits, be clean, live within these limits. Otherwise, if you transgress, if you go beyond the limits, fatakuna min azwalimin, then you will be among the wrongdoers. And that is the story of creation. It's still going on. It's going to go on till Adam lands on earth. Inshallah, we'll study that next time. But for today, this was the lesson. May Allah make all of us Ahlul Quran, who believe in the Quran, who study the Quran, who understand the Quran, and above all, who act upon it and are able to share it and are able to bring it to those who do not know about it. Ameen, summa ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.